In the glittering, ever-spinning universe of celebrity culture, few stars have burned as brightly or morphed as fluidly as Sean Combs, a man whose career is a dazzling tapestry woven with ambition, creativity, and an unmatched flair for reinvention. From the pulsating heart of the 1990s hip-hop revolution to his towering status as a mogul spanning music, fashion, film, and beyond, Combs has proven himself a master of transformation, shifting his identity with the ease of a designer unveiling a new collection on a Paris runway. His journey through a constellation of names, Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Sean John, Swag, Brother Love, and Love, reads like a saga of self-discovery. Each moniker a chapter in a story that's as captivating as it is complex. But what fuels this relentless cycle of reinvention? Why does a man who began as a kid with a quirky nickname keep rewriting his title? The answer lies in a potent cocktail of branding genius, personal evolution, and that rare magnetic charisma that defines a true icon. It all traces back to a childhood nickname, Puffy. Born from a moment so charmingly human, it feels like the origin story of a superhero. Imagine a young Sean Combs navigating the vibrant streets of Harlem in the 1970s, a boy brimming with energy so infectious that his friends couldn't help but notice his fiery spirit. When he got mad, he'd huff and puff, his chest heaving like the big bad wolf in a fairy tale, earning him the affectionate moniker Puffy. It was a name that captured the essence of a kid with big dreams and an even bigger personality, a spark that would ignite a career unlike any other. That simple nickname, rooted in a moment of childhood vulnerability, became the foundation for an identity that would evolve over decades, each transformation a deliberate stroke on the canvas of his life. In the high-stakes world of celebrity, where a name is more than a word, it's a brand, a vibe, a legacy. Combs has wielded his monikers like a painter wields a brush, creating a masterpiece that's both deeply personal and universally resonant. When Combs exploded onto the music scene in the 1990s, Puffy alone couldn't contain the magnitude of his ambition. Enter Puff Daddy, a name that radiated swagger, charisma, and a nod to the youthful energy that had defined him since those Harlem days. As the visionary behind Bad Boy Records, Puff Daddy didn't just ride the wave of hip-hop's golden era, he helped shape it. His 1997 debut single, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, wasn't just a chart-topping hit. It was a declaration of dominance, a signal that Puff Daddy was here to redefine the game. He wasn't just a rapper or a producer, he was a cultural alchemist, turning beats into anthems, music videos into cinematic spectacles, and every public appearance into a moment. Puff Daddy was the man in bespoke suits, sipping champagne in a world of crystal chandeliers and velvet ropes, his name synonymous with opulence and ambition. Dance floors pulsed with his tracks, from Mo Money Mo Problems to I'll Be Missing You, and the world couldn't get enough. Yet even as he basked in the glow of his Puff Daddy era, Combs was already dreaming of the next evolution, his restless spirit always pushing forward. The transition to P. Diddy in 2001 was a turning point, a moment of reinvention born from necessity and vision. After facing a media firestorm and a high-profile trial for gun possession and bribery charges he was acquitted of, Combs felt the weight of the past pressing down. Puff Daddy had been the name of his meteoric rise, but it was also tethered to a turbulent chapter, one marked by legal battles and public scrutiny. So, drawing inspiration from a nickname given to him by his late friend and collaborator, the notorious B.I.G., Combs unveiled P. Diddy. It was sleek, modern, and undeniably cool, a name that signaled a fresh start while staying true to his roots. In a candid moment with MTV, he explained that he wanted something new, something that reflected his growth without erasing the essence of who he was. P. Diddy was the phoenix rising from the ashes, a man who didn't just survive the storms of fame, but emerged with a sharper edge and a bolder vision. The name echoed through the clubs where his music still reigned and across the runways of his Sean John fashion line, which was redefining urban style. It was a name that carried him into boardrooms, where he negotiated deals that expanded his empire into television, spirits, and beyond. P. Diddy wasn't just a name, it was a lifestyle, a testament to Combs' ability to turn adversity into triumph. But Combs, ever the restless innovator, wasn't done. By 2005, he decided to simplify further, shedding the P to become simply Diddy. The decision was sparked by the fans themselves, who chanted Diddy at concerts with a passion that felt like a call to action. It was as if the universe was urging him to strip away another layer, to connect even more directly with the world. The shift was seamless, almost instinctive, like swapping a tailored blazer for a crisp white tee. Effortless, yet impactful. But the transition wasn't without its drama. In the UK, a DJ named Richard Diddy Dearlove filed a lawsuit, claiming the name as his own. The result was a legal tangle that forced Combs to revert to P. Diddy in Britain while embracing Diddy everywhere else. This split identity only added to the mystique, a reminder that Combs could navigate even the trickiest waters with his signature finesse. Diddy wasn't just a name, it was a movement, a shorthand for the charisma, hustle, and unrelenting drive that defined him. It was the name that carried him through the mid-2000s as he expanded his empire with ventures like his Ciroc vodka partnership and continued to dominate the charts. Yet Combs' journey through names didn't stop there. He's never been one to rest on his laurels, and his identity has always been a playground for experimentation. In 2008, he briefly adopted Sean John, the name of his wildly successful fashion line, as a way to blur the lines between his personal brand and his business empire. It was a bold move, a declaration that Combs wasn't just a celebrity, but a visionary who could turn his name into a synonym for luxury and sophistication. Sean John wasn't just clothing, it was a lifestyle, and by taking on the name, Combs signaled his intent to embody that ethos in every facet of his life. Then, in 2011, came Swag, a moniker that lasted a mere week but sent shockwaves through pop culture. Swag was pure showmanship, a playful nod to the slang of the moment, a reminder that Combs could tap into the zeitgeist with the snap of his fingers. Though short-lived, the stunt was a masterclass in branding, proof that Combs could generate headlines and keep the world guessing with a single word. The most profound shift came in 2017 when Combs announced he'd now be known as Love or Brother Love. This wasn't just a name change, it was a manifesto, a reflection of a man seeking to redefine his legacy. In a heartfelt social media video, he explained that love represented his desire to live from a place of positivity, connection, and authenticity. It was a bold departure from the flash and swagger of his earlier monikers, a signal that Combs was looking inward, seeking a purpose beyond fame. In 2021, he solidified this transformation by legally changing his middle name to Love, a move that caught the world off guard but felt perfectly in line with his journey of self-discovery. Yet even as he embraced love, Combs didn't fully let go of Diddy. In a 2022 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, he clarified that Diddy remained his primary nickname, while Love was his legal name, a duality that perfectly captured his ability to straddle multiple worlds. He was the showman and the sage, the hustler and the dreamer, all at once. So why the endless parade of names? On one level, it's a masterclass in branding, a way to stay fresh in an industry that demands constant evolution. Each name change has aligned with a pivotal moment in Combs' career: the rise of Bad Boy Records, the navigation of legal controversies, the expansion into fashion and media, and the quest for a legacy rooted in something deeper than fame. But there's more to it than strategy. Combs' names are a diary of his life, each one a snapshot of who he was at a given moment. Puffy was the kid with big dreams in Harlem. Puff Daddy was the young titan taking over the music world. P. Diddy was the survivor, rising above challenges with style. Diddy was the global icon, accessible yet untouchable. Sean John was the mogul, merging art and commerce. Swag was the provocateur, keeping the world on its toes. And Love? Love was the man looking to leave a mark that transcended celebrity, a mark that spoke to the heart. These shifts have also had a seismic impact on culture. Every name change has been a moment, a spark that ignites conversations, memes, and debates. When he became P. Diddy, it wasn't just a personal choice, it was a cultural event, one that inspired countless imitators and cemented his status as a trendsetter. When he dropped the P to become Diddy, it was a declaration of intimacy, an invitation for the world to see him as more than a larger-than-life figure. And when he embraced love, he challenged the very idea of what a celebrity could be, daring to prioritize positivity in an industry often driven by ego. Each name has been a headline, a story, a reminder that Combs doesn't just follow trends, he creates them. There's also a psychological depth to this dance of names. For Combs, each moniker seems to mark a shedding of skin, a way to leave behind the weight of the past and step into a new version of himself. The controversies that have dotted his career, legal battles, personal dramas, and public scrutiny, have never defined him because he's always been one step ahead, ready to rewrite the narrative. Puff Daddy carried the triumphs and turmoil of the 90s. P. Diddy was the rebirth, a fresh start after a storm. Diddy was the streamlined superstar, a name that could carry him into new ventures. And Love was the evolution, a name that spoke to a man seeking something greater than fame. It's a journey that resonates with anyone who's ever wanted to reinvent themselves, to rise above challenges and become something more. In the end, Sean Combs' many names are more than a quirk. They're a testament to his enduring relevance, his ability to navigate the treacherous waters of fame with unmatched finesse. Whether he's Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy Diddy, Sean John, Swag, or Brother Love, he remains the same man at his core. A dreamer with unrelenting ambition, a creator of trends, a force of nature who continues to write his story, one name at a time. In a world that demands constant evolution, Combs doesn't just keep up, he sets the pace, proving that a name, like a life, can be whatever you make it. His legacy is a mosaic of identities, each one a piece of a puzzle that forms a portrait of a man who refuses to be defined by a single word. And in that refusal lies his brilliance, a reminder that true stardom isn't about staying the same, it's about having the courage to become something new, again and again.